Ted Murphy. Kim Kardashian was admonished by the FDA this week for promoting a new morning sickness drug on Instagram. Is this a new area of regulation that the government's going to get into now, clamping down on so-called influencers?
Well, you've seen the government get involved in social sponsorships way back to 2009 when the FTC published their original guidelines for endorsements in social media. I think what you're seeing specifically with Kim Kardashian is that she's dealing with a regulated industry. So when you've got pharmaceuticals, you've got alcohol, tobacco, firearms, financial services, those are things that are heavily regulated already with advertising. And so there's this whole new dynamic with utilizing influencers to promote those products, where those people still have to abide by the same types of rules and regulations that are set forth as standards in other mediums such as television and radio, newspaper.
So these bloggers or celebrities who go on Pinterest or Instagram, they're just advertisers, right? They're not being considered anything different just for saying, I like this product. On Twitter, it's the same as if they make a commercial and get paid for it?
Well, it's the same. Now realize that you're dealing with, for Twitter, you're 140 characters, so the disclosure is going to come in a different format. For a regulated industry like pharmaceuticals, that just may not allow for enough disclosure to meet the guidelines that are out there. So it is very much so marketing. The FTC is looking at this and saying, here's how these things should be done, and they need to be done according to these standards. They've just recently published an update to their .com disclosure guides, and it's something that the people that are participating on both sides of these transactions need to be aware of.
What are the most powerful ways to push products out there? Is it Pinterest? Is it Instagram? What are the kids watching these days?
Well, it's a combination of all these things. You know, you've got Snapchat, you've got Instagram, you've got Pinterest, you've got Periscope. It really depends on who you're trying to target and what the audience is of that particular influencer. That one of the challenges with Instagram in particular is that there's no links back to any website, so you don't really get the benefit there. It also has a very high decay rate, meaning that the photos fall off the stream very quickly. So you have to evaluate these things as an advertiser and say, what really makes the most sense for me?
And one of the things that your company, IZEA, does is connects bloggers or influencers with companies. So do you have to be a big name star like Kim Kardashian, or can anybody just come out and, if you have a lot of Twitter followers, get paid by a brand to promote their products?
Well, what we're doing is we're really trying to democratize this entire space. So we operate a marketplace that connects brands with influencers and content creators. And so whether you have a couple thousand followers or a couple million followers, I mean, we work with this entire spectrum of creators. So some of these guys start off small, and then all of a sudden they blow up overnight, and they've got these huge followings. And so we want to be partners with them all along the way.
And how much can someone make? And do they have to do something dumb? Because a lot of people go on the internet, they do something silly, all of a sudden they're an internet star.
Yep.
So do you have to do something dumb? And how much can you make to be a celebrity on YouTube?
I don't think you have to do something dumb. I think what you need to do is either provide information that is of value or instructional or entertaining. So we may consider that dumb, but other people would consider that entertainment. There's certainly big money to be made out there. I mean, some of these YouTube stars are literally making millions of dollars a year. Bloggers can do this full time and have that be their job. You just have to be very dedicated at doing it. So you have to make that decision of saying, is this going to be something I'm doing on the side, or is this something that I'm really going to dedicate a lot of my time and resources to, where I'm going to learn how to market myself, I'm going to learn how to build my brand, and create content on a consistent basis that advertisers want to associate themselves with.
All right, it's a brave new World Wide Web. Thanks a lot, Ted.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching The Street.